Hey, what is going on, everybody? It is your boy Carnage, your Primitive AK here, and we are here with the official roadmap for Season 4 of Black Ops Cold War and Warzone. Brace for impact. This season will be dropping on June 17th in 3 days. So we got brand new seasonal content that's going to be dropping here. There's a lot of content that's to be covered. So without further ado, this is going to be my first time reading this, so apologies if I stumble on my words a tad bit. But I will leave a link to this in the description for those that want to go ahead and check it out. Shout outs to my boy James Batone for writing this article, good friend of mine, and he's also the guy that writes all of your wonderful articles on the Call of Duty website. So let's go ahead and get right into it. First things first, we got a screenshot of the roadmap here. Just a quick little overview as to what to expect. We got a brand new Warzone POI that's going to be added, the satellite crash sites. We got brand new modes, Verdansk Resurgence Mini Royale. We got Payload, which we're going to be talking about later, a brand new Gulag experience on Hijack map. We got the dirt bike vehicle, and also the red doors, which is going to be a teleportation system, which we'll get into at a later time. We got the hand cannon score streak for Black Ops Cold War. 3 brand new operators, new DLC weapons, which we'll get into later, seasonal event, new prestige levels, and in season we're going to have a bunch of new multiplayer maps, as well as some new game modes and zombies modes to try out. So first things first, let's go ahead and scroll down here. So right off the bat, we're going to have a brand new event called the Groundfall. Kicking off Season 4, the Groundfall limited time event will have you find and secure SAT uplinks to score exclusive rewards for your global profile across Cold War and Warzone. So this is going to be similar to the 80s action hero events where they had like the 2 different tracks on Warzone and Cold War, but it will be, you know, available for both of them. And we also have 3 brand new operators, including Jacksaw, which is going to be available, the one that you saw from the trailer, which will be available at launch. We have Sala NATO, which will be available later throughout the season, not available on launch. We also have the brand new operator Weaver, which is going to be available later throughout the season as well. Moving on, we got 5 new DLC weapons. This is a lot of DLC weapons that we got here. Some of them that will be available at launch, and others that will be available at a later time. So first things first, we got the Mg82 Lmg, which will be available on launch. The full auto light machine gun, highest rate of fire in its class, and with improved aiming stability and moderate recoil and damage with increased ammo capacity. So we got a decent ammo size here, and apparently it's going to have some pretty decent rate of fire with it as well. So this will be a fast fire rate, low recoil SMG, or not SMG, I'm sorry, LMG. It will be free and ready to use on Black Ops Cold War at Tier 15 of your Battle Pass for Warzone and Cold War. So this will be available at Tier 15. We'll be covering this on launch. Moving on, we have the C58 Assault Rifle, which looks like the FAL. This is a full auto assault rifle, high damage at close range with a slower rate of fire, faster bullet velocity, and reliable recoil control with less ammo capacity. So this is pretty much going to be like the Scar from previous Call of Duties. It's got a slow magazine but really high damage. I'm excited to give this one a shot, and we'll have some class setups on this one later throughout the week. Moving on, we got the Gun Special Smg, which will be available on launch as well. Time to get to work. We're going to have a full auto nail gun, a 1980s precursor to the variant seen in futuristic Black Ops 3. This is a slow firing, high mobility power tool used to which compress air to launch fast moving projectiles that deal high damage at close range. It will have some travel time, so do bear that in mind. You will have to lead your shots with this thing. And moving on, we also got the OTS-9 SMG, which will be available later throughout the season, probably within like 3 weeks later, that's my guess. It's going to be a low magazine capacity up to only 20 rounds. You're only going to get 20 rounds with this SMG. So that tells me that this SMG is going to hit very hard, very similar to the grease gun in Call of Duty World War II, for those that remember that game. That's going to be like the grease gun, so I'm excited to give that a shot. And last but not least, we got the Mace melee weapon, which will be available later throughout the season. Just a melee weapon, nothing too crazy there. Just a melee weapon. Moving on, we also have 4 brand new multiplayer maps. One of them will be a 12v12 and a 66 map called Collateral. This will be sort of like a sandy map available in Combined Arms Play and also 6v6 maps. So I'm excited to give this one a shot. The 12v12 playlist is going to be sticking around too, which is really nice. So we'll be able to give this map a shot. The next map available is the Amsterdam 2v2 and 3v3 map available on launch. This is going to be a gunfight map and a face-off map. So this will only be available in those small modes. Hopefully this isn't too big, because a lot of these bigger maps A lot of these 2v2 maps are a little bit on the bigger size in my opinion, so I'm hoping that that's not the case. Moving on, we got Hijacked available on launch, a 6v6 beloved 6v6 map, first appearing in Black Ops 2, which will be available on launch, and this is a commandeered super yacht ship in the international waters. So I'm really excited to give this map a shot. Let's see if they made any changes to the map. This is a fan favorite map, and I'm really excited to jump in this one. Moving on, we have a brand new fan favorite DLC map from Black Ops 2. This is a previous DLC map that was introduced in one of the Black Ops 2 season passes called Rush. It's basically like a amusement park sort of thing. It's hard to explain. I think it was a paintball map, if I remember correctly. It was a paintball map in Black Ops 2 that was a DLC map, and now they're reintroducing it in our season. This will be available later throughout the season, so you will not see this until probably 3 or 4 weeks later throughout the season. We also have some brand new multiplayer modes coming out called the Sat Link, which will be available at launch. Power up and keep your satellite uplink online for as long as possible to gain points in the latest mode for 10 squads across a variety of locales in the Ural Mountains. Upon reaching the Sat uplink marked on your map, your squad will power up. It'll then unfold and start uploading crucial data to the satellites still in orbit. Before you reach a site, search the item crates that may contain powerful score streaks or other items to help you wipe other squads. Also tasked with transferring classified intel. The team that reaches the score limit first reaches victory. So this is going to be your 40-player multi-team mode. I probably won't be playing this much, but I'll give it a shot just to kind of see how it's like. We got One in the Chamber, which is a fan favorite party mode available. Will be free for all, basically a free for all where you get one bullet in your gun and you have to kill an enemy player with that bullet to get another bullet. If you miss your shot, you will not get any ammo, and you have to melee the player to receive another bullet. So that's a fan favorite mode. There's plenty of gameplay of this on YouTube if you want to see exactly how that plays out. Moving on, we have Capture the Flag, which will be available later throughout the season. Capture the Flag, you know, anyone that's played any shooter game should know what Capture the Flag is. You capture the enemy flag and the enemy point, bring it back to your home base. The enemy team can do so as well. The team with the most scores wins the game. That's pretty much Capture the Flag. We also have a brand new score streak called the Hand Cannon. For those that have played Black Ops 4, you may remember a specialist known as the Annihilator. This is basically the exact same thing, except now they're making it a score streak, so I'm definitely excited to give this one a shot. It will be a one-shot, obviously, because it's a hand cannon, so your enemies will probably have a dismemberment effect as well. So for anyone that's played Black Ops 4, this is basically the Annihilator. That's literally what it is. Moving on. We also have a brand new Outbreak Region called the Zoo, which will include a main quest. Like I said, I don't really play zombies too much, so I'm not going to go too much into detail as to what is included in that. Moving on, Warzone's got some free content on the way as well. We got a brand new point of interest called the Satellite Crash sites, which will be available at launch. We also have the Red Doors, which is going to be a teleportation system to the best of my knowledge. We have very limited information as to what this is exactly, but based on the information that was leaked regarding the Red Door system, it's basically going to be the subway system that we had in Warzone previously before the Warzone map got nuked. So this is pretty much going to be the same exact thing. They don't really talk about it here, but like I said, it got leaked, so I'm pretty sure that's exactly what it is. Moving on, the Gulag is going to be changed to the Hijacked map. For those that are familiar with Hijack, this will be the new Gulag, so I'm excited to give that a shot. Will be a new experience, so definitely excited to jump in that. We also got the Dirt Bike available as a brand new vehicle. The Downtown Tower under new management at launch. So it looks like the Nakatomi Tower is here to stay just for a tad bit. I'm not entirely sure if I'm assuming that they're removing the actual mode itself, but it looks like the Nakatomi Tower will be staying. Just the modes itself and also the vaults will be leaving after the season, but it looks like the actual building is here to stay for a while, so that's pretty good. I was actually a fan of the Nakatomi Tower, so I'm really happy to see that. Good changes there. We also have Verdansk Resurgence Mini, which will be returning from Rebirth Island. For those that are familiar with this mode, you kind of already know what this is. I'm really excited to jump into Resurgence Mini. I love Resurgence. I love the game mode. It's a lot of fun to play, and it's a lot less stressful than playing regular Warzone, in my opinion. So you will have 45 players maximum, so definitely excited to give that a shot. Moving on, Payload, which is a mid-season update part as well. It doesn't necessarily say exactly what Payload is. It says in Payload, you and 39 other operators drop in to escort 2 caravans of vehicles through a series of checkpoints or sabotage the mission, build or destroy barriers, and purchase buildings to aid in your squad's mission, and be sure to collect any contracts you find around Verdansk that will help you lead success. More details to come on this new mode throughout the season. And opening day for the baseball bat. The baseball bat will be added to Black Ops Cold War. With spring tanning and Black Ops Cold War complete, when Season 4 launches, the baseball bat enters the robust melee weapon lineup of Warzone, attempting to take a place. So, melee weapon added to Warzone. Most people usually don't care about that, but TKO, I know you're going to like that. Here are your brand new Prestige emblems for Black Ops Cold War, for those that are curious, or Warzone, they're both the same thing. So these are your new Prestige emblems that will be available each at level 50, level 100, level 150, and level 200. So those are your new Prestige emblems there. And obviously, you can go all the way to level 1000 if you would like to do so. So the update will be available at 9 p.m. Pacific Standard Time for Black Ops Cold War. This will only be for Cold War on June 15th on 9 p.m. That will be June 16th at midnight Eastern Standard Time for anyone on the East Coast. For this update, there will be a download size of approximately 15.8 to 31 gigabyte for those that own the full version of Black Ops Cold War, and the Warzone download will be larger due to optimization of the data. So there's your sizes of the update for those that are curious. And the Warzone update, which will include majority of the content that I listed, will be available on June 17th at midnight the following day. So Cold War update's going live at midnight on June 16th. The Warzone update will be going live on June 17th at midnight as well. So a lot of big stuff to come here. But anyways, guys, that's going to do it for this update. We got a lot of content, roadmap, and link to this article will be in the description for those that want to go ahead and check this out. But anyways, guys, I'll catch you guys in the next one. Let's get hyped for Season 4, boys. I'm so excited to try out these new DLC weapons, and we will have content here first on the channel. So if you want to see that content, make sure you guys drop a like, turn on those post notifications, and hit that sub button so you guys never miss a thing. Anyways, guys, I'm out of here. Thank you guys so much for watching. It's your boy Carnage, your Primitive AK, signing out. Peace out, fellas.